Future King, 4 novels in one book that encompassed his adaptation of the Arthurian legends. That vast tome became the base of the show Camelot, in which I was fortunate enough to play the role of Queen Guinevere on Broadway. T.H. White's message, Tim's message, is one that I carry with me wherever I go, and I would love to share it with you today. In The Sword in the Stone, which is the first book of this magnificent quartet, Merlin says the following about adversity to the young King Arthur. He says, "The best thing for being sad is to learn something. That is the only thing that never fails. You may grow old and trembling in your anatomies. You may lie awake at night, listening to the disorder of your veins. You may miss your only love. You may see the world about you devastated by evil lunatics, or know your honor trampled in the sewers of baser minds. There's only one thing for it then, to learn. Learn why the world wags and what wags it. That is the only thing which the mind can never exhaust, never alienate, never be tortured by, never fear or distrust, and never dream of regretting." Now, after 4 years of intense learning, this may be the last thing that you want to hear today, but I'm actually talking about becoming a lifelong learner. When adversity hits, go out and learn something. Adversity hit me big time when I lost my ability to sing due to a botched throat operation. It was devastating for me to lose the very thing that has sustained me my entire life. I mean, it was my identity. My daughter Emma and I had just begun writing a children's book together, and I was having a particularly low moment one day. I was bemoaning my fate, and she said, "Mom, you've simply found a new way of using your voice." And honestly, suddenly the weight of sadness fell from my shoulders, and I embraced this new learning experience wholeheartedly. Since then, we've written 30 books together for children of all ages. We've packaged them whenever we can with music and visual delights, and several of them have since been or are currently being developed into projects for theater, filmed entertainment, and the symphony. Adversity paved the way for me to a new career that I actually never dreamed of. Now, that just happens to bring me to the last topic that I'd love to share with you today, the thing I believe will enrich your lives beyond measure forevermore, and that is the arts, and I suspect you know something about that. Some of you will do profound things in the fields of science or medicine, some in the area of law or philosophy or government service, others in the area of technology or engineering. And hopefully some of you will be in the arts, that wonderful sandbox that I've had the joy and opportunity to play in most of my life. But I'm saying that wherever your path takes you, make the arts a meaningful part of your life in some way. Honestly, they are food for the soul. They revitalize us. They transport us, inspire us, shape us, humble us. They connect us worldwide in ways that nothing else can. They are the best common denominator for the proliferation of good in this world, and they are the mirror with which we can view humanity and all its complexities. The esteemed author Catherine Ann Porter wrote this: She said, "The arts live continuously, and they live literally by faith. Their nature and their shapes and their uses survive unchanged in all that matters through times of interruption, diminishment, neglect, and they outlive governments, creeds, and societies. Even the very societies and civilizations that produced them. They cannot be destroyed altogether because they represent the substance of faith and the only reality. They are what we find again when the ruins are cleared away. Wonderful words, I think. And these beautiful words don't mean that the arts are invincible. Oh, far from it. As with so many things in our world today, they are vulnerable. And they are often the first thing to go when the budget axe falls. So I implore you to vigorously support and advocate for the arts for the rest of your lives. I'm a very proud board member of the Los Angeles Philharmonic Orchestra, and in that capacity, I'm active in our outreach programs. I challenge you, do the same. Be a consumer of the arts. Attend things you never thought you would ever go to in your wildest imaginations. The ballet, the opera, films, your local philharmonic, musicals, community theater, concerts in the park, museums. Encourage others, and particularly the youth in your communities, to do the same. The gifts and the rewards are really priceless. So those are my thoughts today as you experience this wonderful rite of passage. You all have such bright futures in front of you. You've been blessed to attend this extraordinary institution. You've been given the tools for successes yet to be realized. So take your good fortune and run with it. Use these tools wisely as you embark upon this next chapter of your lives. Keep learning as you go. Acknowledge that there will be fear and adversity, and then go out and kick butt. And make the arts a part of your life.